The courtroom bears witness to the worst humanity has to offer. But no one compares to the dreaded Karens. And this time, they're getting way more than just getting kicked out of a store because the defense automatically finds them guilty. Attitude like this in court can make the justice system really reconsider the death penalty ban.
Thank you. The jury can come on out.
So we're not going to address this civil matter?
No.
I was told to pay for something under a civil statute.
Mr. Brooks, I am not the custodian. Bring it up with the clerk of court.
How
not
can I bring
addressing
it up with the clerk of court? How am I supposed to do that? So that makes me wonder if it's a
Mr.
civil
Brooks,
case.
the jury's coming out. I'm not going to address your request for open
civil,
records.
Civil,
I'm not the custodian of the records, sir.
Being sued? My Sesty Trust is being sued? Civil
Mr. Brooks, this is an irrelevant matter that you're attempting to bring up in the presence of the jury. The record should reflect these interruptions.
Before the jury came out, Your Honor.
And I told you I wasn't going to address it. Please.
Okay, so it's a civil matter. Who's being sued? My Sesty Trust? Because how can I be
Mr.
sued?
Brooks, you're talking about an irrelevant matter between you and the clerk of court.
It wasn't irrelevant when I got the paperwork from the clerk of courts. I was simply
Mr.
trying
Brooks,
to address it.
I'm not going to address it. The jury will
So
disregard
I'm being
these
sued?
irrelevant
This is a civil
comments.
matter? We haven't addressed subject
All
matter
right, thank you,
jurisdiction yet at all
everyone.
either?
Please be seated. The jury
So
will
we're not gonna
disregard the
address subject
statements
matter?
Mr. Brooks is making about subject matter jurisdiction. They are a misstatement of the law.
Yes. No,
All right,
they're not.
and
Just like this is a civil case.
Mr. Brooks, the jury's here. Please
Just like
show
this is a civil
respect
case.
and decorum.
According to this document, this is a
Mr.
civil
Brooks,
case,
please stop.
which means someone is being sued. Civil is a suit.
Mr. Brooks, you're talking about an irrelevant matter.
I have the
I'm
paperwork
starting
sent
the
by the
trial.
paper course right here that says it's a civil matter.
Mr. Brooks
So
has
what's
nothing
being
to
sued?
do with
My
this
Sesty
case.
Trust is being sued.
I have no idea what you're talking about. So,
I got the paperwork right here.
all right, I'm
How
going
do
to
you not
excuse
know
the
what I'm
jury
talking
right
about?
now, given this disruption. All rise for the jury.
Your attorney withdrew, so you'll have to hire an attorney.
I don't need an attorney.
You're a lawyer?
Nope.
You want to talk to me about a bond with me? What do you want to tell me?
About what?
Bond?
I don't really give a to be honest with you.
That's going to cost you 30 days in the county jail for contempt. Cuff him, if you got the cuffs. Hold on. It's $5,000 cash surety bond, temporary, subject to the temporary protection order. He just swore at the judge. Can I give you a piece of advice?
What?
You can either make life easy or you can make life hard.
I already ruined my life.
That's 60. You want to go for 90? That's 90. That's 180. That's 306.
I'm working at McDonald's. Now I gotta come here and my life up. Fuck you!
Melvin, stop!
How many days you wanna give me now? Are you sir counting?
Melvin,
Yeah, I'm at about a year right now in contempt, so.
He's got mental problems. He's not on medication.
Ma'am, I don't care.
I don't give a
Melvin,
either.
stop!
Everybody. Fuck you.
Melvin,
The power.
Good,
The power.
good.
Suck daddy dick.
that's stupid. Melvin, stop. Stop it. You're not even getting in trouble.
Yes,
Melvin, Melvin, listen. You're
Who
going.
the f*** tell me anything?
Melvin,
Just let him do
listen.
whatever he wants to do.
Melvin.
You don't want to listen.
I like your suit.
You can tell this judge has seen her fair share of traumatizing Karens at Burger King.
Ma'am, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
I would like to call.
Ma'am, stop. I know you want to control this room, but this isn't Burger King. When the sign changes to Burger King, you can have it your way. Right now, this is my courtroom, and you will answer my questions. Ma'am, stop. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury? Yes or no? Are you going to tell the truth? All right, I'll take that as silence. I understand her attorney is on here. Where is her attorney?
He's the J-back home.
Again, say anything again without telling me you're going to tell the truth, and I will hold you in contempt of court for 93 days. Contempt carries with it 93 days and or $7,500. You will not act disrespectful in this court. Do you understand, ma'am? You certainly may remain silent. Where is your attorney? Do we have an attorney?
I'm here.
Sir?
You do, Your Honor.
She was put on notice that there was going to be...
Even you don't testify to that.
An
the best you have testified about notice is, I do believe there was talks about application.
Exactly.
But I'm reading your words, right?
Exactly.
But I don't recall telling her specifically how the process works.
She was on
that
notice.
That is not putting her on notice, Mr. Paulino. She's going to have to fill out a 10-page thing that asks her to list.
She can't go down to the condo place and get an application?
It's not.
This is standard practice, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Paulino, you're dead wrong.
That's your opinion.
No, that's my ruling, pal. And let me tell you something, Mr. University of Miami Law School. I taught at UM for many, many years, and you right now are embarrassing us. You do not show that kind of disrespect, okay? If you don't like what the judge is doing, then you take it to the next forum. But you do not sit here and say that's your opinion like a baby when a judge rules against. Don't even utter another word. You got a lot to learn about what it means to be a litigator and a lawyer.
I don't want to be either.
Good, because you don't have it in you. But you got a lot to learn about what it means to be a member of the Florida Bar. And if you think that this kind of petulance and babiness on your part to turn around and tell a judge who you disagree with, well, that's your opinion, is going to get you anywhere, you are sorely mistaken. If there's nothing you should have learned in the last 2 years as a law student, there's something you should have learned as a human growing up, that you do not show that kind of disrespect. You don't like it, take it to the hallway. But you do not look a judge in the face, because I don't care what you think about me. You got to respect this process. And if there's anybody who I expect to respect this process, it's a second-year law student at the University of Miami.
This courtroom stoner found out the hard way that smoking in rebellion stops looking cool at 17.
Yes, sir. I think it's very unfair, the marijuana law here. I think we the people deserve better, because marijuana is a very harmless drug, and it's been around for ages, since the 80s and 90s.
I've heard that baloney all my life, so don't go any further on that.
Yes, sir.
I don't know whether it's good or bad. All I know is Tennessee still has it against the law. I swore to uphold the laws, and I have to uphold the laws as a judge. It probably is unfair, but I can't change it. You've got to go see the legislature to get that changed.
Yes, sir.
And if you get it changed, I'll be the happiest man in the world, because I won't have to fool with it. But right now, it's the law of Tennessee, and I have to enforce it. Now, if you want to plead guilty, you can today. But if you want a trial, we can give you a trial on the officer's days, which it's Officer Vincent.
Officer Vincent?
You want to fix a trial day?
Yeah, we can do that.
That'd be fun. Then you make another speech. May 7th. Yeah, call him. I can't give you the name of the man you really need to call. But there's somebody.
Hey! We the people deserve better.
Take him to jail. Take him to jail.
I'm sorry, but I would object to going forward anyway right now without the elected county prosecutor who's on this case.
But she chose not to be here.
That's not accurate, Judge.
Okay, okay, your objection's noted.
We had a phone status conference 2 weeks ago in which Ms. Schiff will...
Your objection is noted. Okay?
I'm not going to participate in this proceeding without the elected county prosecutor. I think this is a sham that you're going forward. When the court was...
You're going to sit here. You're going to sit here.
You were told about her unavailability and specifically told her on the phone not to cancel that appointment, that it wouldn't be a problem.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you want to be here for the decision, that's your business.
Well, Your Honor, I think this is outrageous. You're going forward without the prosecutor.
Going into court with your only knowledge coming from Law and Order is like getting into a street fight after watching the Ninja Turtles. It never ends well.
The issue here was the enactment clause. All that was a diversion. I'm talking about the enactment clause under our Constitution.
Okay.
Michigan Constitution, 1963, Article 4, subsection 23. What it states, it's mandatory, it's shall. You know this.
Mr. Rohr.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting high strong again, but I love the Constitution.
Take it down, take it down. But, no, I didn't know. I mean, I know I schooled you on it, but I didn't know you'd let go and listen to me. So, all right, I just want to make sure.
Okay.
The statute would say, we the people of the state of Michigan enact, and then would go into the statute. The complaint is then going to basically apprise you that you have violated this statute that the state of Michigan, or the people of the state of Michigan have enacted. So you got that just a touch bit wrong.
Okay, correct.
All right.
But it should say enactment clause, because this lets me know the authority by which is decreed.
It doesn't have to, but go ahead.
It doesn't have to, but
No, it doesn't have to.
Your Honor, I'm not even in no position to say anything. You know the law, but
I do.
I'm just saying from what I'm reading in the Constitution and what it says and what Supreme Court justices have stated on the matter.
All right.
Okay? That's all I'm saying. I don't know nothing but what I read and what I interpret. I think I'm pretty intelligent enough to interpret the English diction.
Yes. Yes. All right.
Yes. So what you're telling me is that regardless to what, you're going to bend the Constitution to your understanding and how you want to rule on this, and that you still obtain subject matter jurisdiction on a faulty, bogus complaint. Is that what you're telling me?
Mr. Moore?
Yes, sir.
In 16 years I've been on the bench, never bent the Constitution in any direction. Okay. So if that's meant as some sort of pejorative word that I'm going to try to fashion something to fit where I want to be on it, I'm not going to do that. I will interpret the Constitution. I will interpret it based upon precedent. I will interpret it based upon the plain language that's contained within the statute.
Could you tell me what the plain language?
I don't bend anything.
All right.
Did you have to have surgery on that leg?
Objection, bleeding.
Overruled.
Sí. Yes.
Let's see what y'all trying
Just
to
one?
do. Trying to get me.
Dos.
Two. That's not gonna work either.
Mr. Brooks, you are advised to stop with the commentary.
No, I'm gonna say what I want.
You
to say.
called this witness. I'm going to take a break right now and excuse the jury and this witness.
All right.
What you doing is judicial misconduct. Judicial misconduct. But you don't want the jury to hear the truth. That's not fair to the jury. They have a right to hear everything. I'm not finna sit here and let you fix the trial because you don't want to tell the truth to the jury.
Mr. Brooks, please stop.
No, there ain't no please.
You are
nothing.
being disruptive.
Ain't
You
no
are being
please,
disrespectful.
Yeah, you always
The
gonna
witness
find
may
some
step
reason to
down.
say somebody's being disruptive because they want the truth to be out there. Man, quit it. You're supposed to be the
Mr.
judge.
Brooks, I'm advising you that continued interruptions will result in you forfeiting your right to be present
and
in this courtroom.
under what law and
during
fact can you do that?
Illinois versus Allen.
Okay,
sir.
but the fourth option that you made up, that's not even in the law.
Mr.
Because
Brooks,
you can't do that.
I need to make a
By law,
ruling.
you can't do that.
I need to
And
make
you
a
know you
finding.
can't.
All right, I'm going to excuse everyone. Mr. Brooks is being removed from the courtroom. He will continue in the neighboring courtroom. Please make sure he has his objection signed and a pad of paper.
So is that
he can.
So is that holding me in
meaningfully
contempt?
participate, and I will make a ruling when I.
So are
after
you
we
holding
come
me in
back up.
contempt? Is that civil or criminal?
Supervillains have creative names like Joker, Darth Vader, but this gentleman was stuck with a moniker straight from an adult toy shop.
Then we'll bring this fool in. Good morning, sir. What's your name?
Me?
Yeah, you. Yes.
Nathaniel Saxon, sir.
Your name's not 3000, you yo-ho, logging into my court with that as your screen name.
Why
We'll
would that?
discuss that in a little bit. What kind of idiot logs into court like that? What's your name again?
Nathaniel Saxton, sir, but I don't believe that I typed anything like that in.
Well, that's what it says.
Why,
We'll
I
discuss
apologize.
that in a bit.
That should not
Yeah,
be.
you should. I'll put you in the waiting room. You can sit in limbo for a while and think about what you call yourself online.
Contrary to what you might think, these two felons are just testing out sleeping on the floor before they have to do it every night for the rest of their lives.
The severity of the blow to that child's leg, and to say that you did not recognize what had been done, to ignore what must have been the excruciating sounds that came from that child on a daily basis, is more than disconcerting to this court. And as such, the court finds it appropriate that each be sentenced to the State Department of Corrections for a period of life. You will get credit for any of the time that you've served. That will be
It's not a joke, you know. We're not in a club now.
Okay, but it's
You see, we are not in a club. Be serious about it.
I'm serious about it.
You're being very. I can see you're serious, all right.
You just made me laugh. I apologize.
It's all right. How much is your jewelry worth?
It's worth a lot of money.
Like what?
Like Rick Ross.
Huh?
It's worth
Ma'am?
money.
Have you had any kind of drugs in the last 24 hours?
Actually, no.
Actually, no.
Judge, I'll make it easy for the court, respectfully. I would set the appointment at this time.
No, I'm going to appoint you because you own a lot of substantial amounts of jewelry. You can go and sell your jewelry for a private attorney. What is the standard bond?
This judge barely escaped being infected with the Karen virus forever.
Personal life is your business, John. It has nothing to do with
Miss
you
Hardwick,
boys. No.
you will be held in contempt of this court if you become disruptive.
I don't care. I haven't done anything to this court. I haven't done anything to him.
She will be arrested for contempt of the court.
It doesn't make any difference.
You will serve 10 days for contempt of court. You go now.
Stand by the back.
It took a minute for this judge to remember the Karen handling section of the law school curriculum. Absolute humiliation.
Good afternoon, Judge. Karen Stevens, in pro per for my motion for sanctions against Mr. Nicoletti for this vexatious and frivolous PPO.
I'm sorry, on this what?
I have a motion for sanctions against...
I know that. And the purpose of the sanctions are based on what?
It was a frivolous and vexatious PPO based on nonsense. I am not stalking Mr. Nicoletti.
I haven't signed a PPO.
His petition for a PPO. Let me...
Okay, were you served?
No, I wasn't, but may...
No, you may not. How can you ask to sanction someone when you haven't even been served?
That's the point.
Ms. Stevens, do not interrupt me when I'm speaking, ma'am.
I have a constitutional right to be heard.
On what basis? There is no case before me, ma'am, other than the fact that you filed this frivolous motion taking up this court's time for no good reason other than your own personal vendetta against this man for whatever reason you may have, and I really don't care because it does not involve me or my court.